Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends.
Man, you can't fuck with me, man.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with me, man. I don't know why he calling for me like that. Man, I'm waiting on this pussy to send this motherfucker shit. Man, you said you was finna send it, man. Garbage ass nigga. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm finna send that shit to your garbage ass, man.
What y'all finna run it?
Yeah, man, I'm finna beat shit out of that nigga, man.
League match.
He acting like he cold.
League match.
What? Think so. What you say, bro? You ain't good. What you talking about? Yeah, that's that fluke shit. That's what I'm talking about. Garbage ass.
I'm saying what? League match?
Nah, man, I'm just finna whoop on this nigga, man.
Yeah, I'm finna whoop on this nigga too, bro. Then I'm heading to the basketball court. Nah, this nigga head on me. I really want to beat on the whole nigga. Cause mind you, I told you when I got the team, the niggas film one game. And then I won 5 straight. But the game film, the whole ass nigga, he a co-commissioner, I guess. But the fuck nigga, I hit the nigga up as soon as they gave me the team, yo, what's up? All that day, no response. That nigga gonna DM me on some personal shit. Boom. I don't respond back. I come back, they done send me the game. Then the whole ass nigga talking about I got 1 infraction, the real commissioner. 1 violation, off the rip, I went to laughing at niggas, and you niggas funny, and you know what I mean? You off the rip, tell them how old they is. Boom. This the same nigga though that you know caused the whole uproar. So I really was waiting. I went and looked ASAP. Do I play him again? And just so happened I did in the division. But now you the nigga 1-5. I'm 5-10.
5-10.
Hey, bro, I only lost 1 game, bro. You know what I mean? I inherited a team that was 0-9. You feel me? So I'm 5-1 basically. But what I'm saying, this nigga 1-5 means I'm 5-10. Should I let this nigga win this game though? Because of my draft pick, or do you think it'll dictate my draft position that much? I gotta go look at it. But it was kind of high last time I checked. This nigga been home doing. It was pretty high. So I really want to beat on this nigga. I said it again. Oh, alright, whole ass nigga. When I catch your ass again, I'ma slay you. I ain't even know. I just seen it. 1-5. That's why I was trying to see. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't think I ain't gonna have a better pick than him anyway. I mean, he was 1-something. More than 5 though. 1-something. Probably with 1-15. I just looked at it fast. If I would have had Matt Breeder from the start of the season, he'd have been the hairstyle about me. Or at least the superstar in the middle of the season. Come on, this every game. Toting.
I got Curtis Samuel superstar trade on the Panthers.
You had them
Nigga
all
speed
season
was out
though?
of cell. Hmm?
You had them all season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I got those niggas that was 0 and 10. 0 and 9, I mean. Alright. Well, I'm finna go do my training then for my season then. I'm just see you the invite back. Like, damn, you already done took that long shit. Well, look, I gotta do my what you call this anyway? My depth chart. No, you come on. I'm talking about you hit X, nigga. Let me do my depth chart. You kick the ball off, or I kick it off, and after that we hit start. You ain't hit ready, nigga.
Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it.
Well, Mojo don't put me in some group chat, dog, on my phone, bro. Nigga been blowing my shit up all day, dog.
Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a grand man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the
So one nigga in the nigga Indo league, but that's the purpose of the group chat, bro. For you ain't texting me and all this shit on my motherfucking phone, nigga. I'm look up at my texts, and it's you texting me about mad, nigga. That's why
It's
I got
the
the group
NFL
me.
on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Amen. 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 Yeah. You know this, I don't even talk a lot. Oh yeah, he finna get shitted right quick. Yeah, bro. He finna get shit, but you good at your last game with me, homie. Oh, that's all I'm saying, though.
Man, I'm playing the motherfucking game.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this
Good
one
your last
started.
game, big
And
homie. Now
off we
swing your
go from
motherfucking
Soldier
ass.
Field.
And that drives coaches insane.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You
Dumb as
lost.
hell.
I got the paperwork. You lost, remember?
You stupid as fuck, boy. Alright, for what, dude?
You let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, sound good.
You. Man, stop playing the nigga dope over there for a nigga fuck you up and come on. Mandatory at a bit, homie. You heard him? Listen. Bitch, like he walked around this bitch like Sasquatch, bitch. I wish a nigga would.
I ain't retired from thugging.
Oh, watch out, bro. Watch out. Watch out.
Give me that shit, nigga. What wrong with you? Oh, look at this dude, bro. You something else, bro. You something else, bro, for real.
As soon as I heard the nigga talking about, man, nah, they don't want to see me. I already knew what the bitch was talking about.
I'm really old now. I'm out just shining what now. But it ain't working out. I'm in need of a turtle, and I'm about to solve the murderer. Just kitchen home invasion, I know the murderer. Man, shut up, man. Damn! I threw that bit too late.
Doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just
I ain't never
doesn't
tell
feel
nobody.
right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Man, it's always up there, man.
My heart colder than Chicago. Let's put bullets.
This is Davis.
So much love to give.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
I'm talking about quit. Too crazy, homie. Too fucking crazy, homie.
Oh.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Man,
get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's garbage ass nigga, man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I done been here before, man.
Now the first
I done been here before, man. Shut up, man.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, he played me. He played me. You hear me? Listen, he ain't got no dog over here neither.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Yo. Okay.
Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
I thought you talking about you cleared it up. Oh, so you out. You got out.
That time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Here's Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, it's a foot
nigga, asked for it.
40,
You asked for it, nigga.
20,
you
10,
asked for it, nigga.
5, touchdown, Chicago.
Hey, the James Smith never got the words of
his 2nd touchdown of this
I
opening
baited the
quarter.
nigga.
And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Stop X-tackling me, bitch.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play,
I'm talking about baiting him in the
yards to the house.
and cut it out,
That's a
Dino.
long way to go. Remember, rarely
I'm talking about baiting him and cut it out,
Trying to hit stick, man.
So whatever the final
Nigga asked
number
for
is,
it, didn't he?
a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick
come
it
hit
off.
stick a nigga, man.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down. One goes backwards. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
I need to get another
you
nigga
open
back.
up the
That
defense
nigga
a
ain't
little
got
bit,
no
loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 78 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Nah, that middle shit was a pick. He did it right.
The touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, I don't know why I picked these niggas, man.
Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That type of run right there, watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy
I woke up a meal on my plate.
And how about Mom on the track team?
Man, fuck you, man.
Speed came from, and she's not shy about letting us know that too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. 11 yards
them
and a Cowboy first down.
Them bitches sorry as fuck.
10th carry now for Elliott. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Talking about 3 of them.
That was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game. Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
I was just saying, he's talking about field. After they field
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need
you like it, I love it, no big.
Lugging the rock.
Man, like that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Too nasty.
Ready? Lock in, lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
I hit the wrong fucking
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Right.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
3 buds.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky.
Oh, God.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
You ain't read a
Chidobe with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
50.
How about you read it right? Shut up.
The first down carry by Allen.
You gotta come a little better than that.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game. Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
You only get one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. First down, a run with Cohen. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. He finds Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, it's Cohen. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Yo, Mike. 18. Right there in the middle. 55. Exit.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trubisky now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Robinson's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 30 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
All right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
I would say through your mind off the real. Damn, I knew better than clicking. That what you came to your mind off the real. You knew better than clicking. But to let the computer do what they did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Prescott off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, 47. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando and Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
How long?
Come on, fellas.
What? In 5 minutes? Has it been over? You got all these excuses, huh?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And the line is
Ezekiel Elliott, 51
yards.
yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They try again with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yeah, alert. Switches. Hey, Orbit. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Blue. 180. I got you, son.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Man, you know this fat nigga ain't doing one.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. You continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He was brought down by Malik Collins. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes this one for a Bears touchdown.
You should have been watching that.
Patterson,
you should have been watching
58
that.
yards.
Man, Cordell
As they're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Man, he's just
now
out of
after the
bounds.
touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Yeah.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, blocking.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the I. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Elliott.
And he will take it in
for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Look, he just got shitted yesterday, day before yesterday.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Push him back. Ran, tough. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Swing.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Here's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
Come on!
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Oh, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming for him.
One last shot for Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot.
Good game, man. Good game.